Today's battle is between Kong 2021 and Monster X from 2004. Oh yeah, let's get into it. Kong, he's gonna be fighting Godzilla. He's gonna be fighting Godzilla later this week, later next week. Yeah, It's gonna be the biggest anime battle you guys are ever gonna see. Kong versus Godzilla. Oh yeah. So yeah, let's have Kong from 2021 fight this giant skull edgelord. Okay, Kong, the big simp monkey. Protect your Skull Island. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Anyways, Kong is 400 feet tall, and to my estimation, I think he's around like 50,000 tons. Weighs around 50,000 tons. Well, what about Monster X? Well, Monster X is an alien who came from the planet Gorath after it crashed onto Earth and Godzilla blew it up. Yeah, he's one tough skeleton edgelord of a monster. He's very good at martial arts, and yeah, he came. He's from the 2004 Godzilla movie, Godzilla Final Wars. Now, it's not an OC, okay? This is an actual monster, and he looks very badass. Anyways, Monster X is 393 feet tall and weighs around 490. It is around 4. Okay, Monster X is 393 feet tall and is around 495 feet long. Weighs around 66,000 tons. That's pretty much it. Now, Kong's weapons. Kong's weapons is his fist. He can bite, he can headbutt, he can kick, he can climb. You know, he's a very fast climber. He's very smart. He has big brain. He can make tools, and also he has his battle axe, which if he like sucks in all the atomic energy from Godzilla's atomic breath, he can just slam it down or cut down, and it emits a radioactive shockwave. He also use it to cut and chop. But what about frickin' Monster X? Ooh, yeah. Monster X, what do you have, eh? What do you have? Yeah. Well, he has durability. Now, what you guys are asking, what the hell is durability gonna do? Oh yeah, it does a lot of things. He was able to survive point blank range when shot in the face by Godzilla's atomic breath. That's impressive. And he was able to put Godzilla down to his knees. Very few monsters get to put Godzilla in such a state like that. And he made him roar out in pain with just one simple attack. He's fucking bonkers. Also, Monster X can fly. He has thunder gravitational beams, which when he can swipe his arms from each side, 3 individual laser beams come out from each head. He has his main head and 2 other heads on each of his shoulders. 1 other head on each shoulder. Yeah. Physical abilities. Monster X is a formidable match against Godzilla physically. It is coupled with his powerful attack rate, but it never overwhelmed Godzilla. He was able he was able to lift Godzilla in the air by his hands and twist Godzilla's hand and raise him up into the air. Holy shit. Yeah. And also Monster X, he has his tail, he can tail whip, he can claw, he can bite, he can headbutt, he can kick. You know, he has some martial arts shit, okay? Also, he can turn into Kaiser Ghidorah, which is just a 4-legged King Ghidorah. But we're not going to be using that today since, that's going to be overkill. Well, let's see if we're just going to use this variation of Monster X. Anyway. Yeah. Okay. Now, how would they defeat each other? Well, Kong has to... Kong is pretty smart, but Monster X is just as smart. So, all King Kong needs to do is go for the skull and slam his axe down into the skull. Monster X killing him instantly. Monster X just needs to beat the shit out of Kong and then shoot him with his shoulder cannon beams. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, this fight takes place in Sao Paulo, which is a city in Brazil. Anyways, let's fight, shall we? So Kong, with his battle axe, is walking along, strutting through the city, not causing any harm. And then, insert Halo 2 music. Let me do that right away. Kong is just walking along, He's just greeting people, he's not causing any harm. And then out of nowhere, he sees a white and black skeleton object come from the sky. Kong looks up. He's shocked. As Monster X descends down from the sky, he looks and sees he's in terror. As Monster X breathes out smoke. He knows shit's about to get real. As Monster X cackles in like evilly, Kong roars and beats his chest before the fight starts. Kong punches Monster X in the face, but Monster X slashes him in the back. Monster X then jumps up in the air and kicks Kong in the face, but comboing that attack with a tail slap. Kong goes crashing through some buildings. But Kong grabs a piece of building and shoves it down Monster X's mouth. But Monster X spits it out back at Kong's face and then punches him straight in the face. Kong punches Monster X, but Monster X kicks down Kong like Shawn Michaels for the WWF. Kong struggles to get back up, but Monster X grabs him by the skull and runs his face through buildings, and then throws him down to the ground. It seems like Kong is losing. Kong gets back up, but gets struck down by Monster X's shoulder beams. Kong roars in pain as he's struggling to get back up. Monster X charges and then pins down Kong. Kong is getting his ass handed to him. Stop the music! Kong is getting his ass handed to him. He's getting punched everywhere and everywhere. He's getting his ass handed to him. Kong grabs his trusty battle axe and deflects one of Kaiser X's attacks. And then Monster X delivers a fatal blow to the freaking stomach, to the side of the stomach. Monster X roars in pain as blackish red blood spills out and stains Kong's battle axe and hands. Kong looks in horror as Monster X grabs him by the face and starts biting him in the throat. Monster X gets knocked out by Kong's battle axe, but for a short amount of time. Kong is about to deliver the final blow when Monster X sweeps Kong off his feet and Kong falls backwards. Monster X gets back up and tries to heal, Well, so does Kong. Kong then grabs a car and smashes it into Monster X's face. But Monster X blocks it like some anime character and punches Kong right square in the chest. Kong pukes out some blood, and then he gets angry, flame and rage in his eyes. He roars, beats his chest, raising his axe into the air. I'll be right back. Some jackass needs me. Okay, guys, I'm back. Anyways, where did I left off? Oh yeah, Kong then charges at Monster X. Monster X is ready too, and they both clash. A freaking boom is heard out as people are evacuating the city of Sao Paulo. Kong then, tries to punch freaking, Monster X. But Monster X takes that punch like a champ and then punches back. It's a back and forth punch battle. But then Kong raises his battle axe. But then Monster X catches it as Kong is about to swing it down onto him. Monster X looks at him with his dead red eyes as Kong pretty much just shits himself at this point. He has genuine fear in his face as Monster X grabs him by the throat and then chokeslams him down like the fucking Undertaker in the WWE. God damn it, I made like 2 WWE jokes already. Anyways, Kong is like, ugh, as Monster X just stands there, cackling maniacally. As he looks at this new weapon, he thinks to himself, yeah, you know what, I can use this. And then he swings it around like Negan and Lucille, and then raises it up, and there's silence. The smoke clears. Monster X looks in with intent, murderous intent, and then he looks. Wait, there's no Kong. And that's when he realizes Kong has escaped. Monster X looks around, and that's when Kong punches him in the back of the head, knocking his ass out. Kong reclaims his battle axe that was a hand-me-down in his family. He then raises the axe up like a berserker in Scandinavia, roars ferociously. He then gets on top of the building like he's gonna do a finisher move on Monster X. Monster X gets back up. Monster X gets back up, looks and sees Kong is on one of the tallest buildings out there. Monster X is surprised that the building under Kong hasn't been crushed yet. Kong readies his jump and then jumps. Calculates everything. Monster X looks. He knows that it's too late to react. Kong, with one axe in one hand, the other hand free. It's like time is slowing down. It's like everything is just slow around Monster X. Kong jumps up in the air. He inches away from Monster X's face. But that's when Monster X somehow grabs Kong out of midair. Kong is like the impact of Kong's hand in Monster X. Monster X tries to grab Kong out of midair. It works kind of. Kong is surprised, and yeah. But Kong's massive bulk and girth breaks Monster X's hand. Monster X roars in pain as Kong is on the ground, shook. The hand countered his attack, yes, but it fired back horribly. Monster X then snaps his hand back into place and shakes it a little bit before grabbing Kong's axe. Kong and Monster X fight for the axe. Kong punches him in the face, but Monster X bites him in the chest before headbutting him. Yes, Monster X has horns on his face, on the top of his head, so those pierce Kong's head too. Kong's head is bleeding. And Monster X, he's had enough shit for this hairy ape. Kong lets go of the axe because he's, been stabbed in the face, And that's when Kong gets a little interested in this new weapon that he's discovered. He then takes it with full pride and and starts swinging it around like you're both compatible. You can basically just compare this like Negan and Lucille from The Walking Dead. Monster X and the Kong's Battle Axe. Kong has gotten back up, but then gets slashed in the stomach, slashed in the chest by his own battle axe, getting hurt by his own weapon that he's created, his ancestors had created. Monster X looks at it, breathes in his face intently before reeling it back in for another swipe. Kong is losing blood. He then grabs a nearby pike pole thing and stabs it in the gut of Monster X. It isn't powerful since Kong's losing a lot of energy. Monster X is still injured though, so he pulls out the pike and it grabs Kong by the skull, grabs him by the head. Kong gets punched a couple of times, and Kong accepts his fate. With one mighty swipe, it's over. Kong's lifeless body falls down into the floor in the city floor of Sao Paulo. Blood, fire, burning hair, dead people and corpses, dead families, unknocked out. The army men are laying there, all dead. Monster X looks around his surroundings. As in one hand, he has Kong's battle axe, and in the other, Kong's decapitated head. Monster X throws the decapitated head of Kong away before roaring in victory with his newfound weapon that he takes very high interest of before walking away, or before flying away into outer space, never to be seen again. Verdict: in a fight between Kong and Monster X, Monster X wins most of the time. He's just more skilled in fighting. And he's been on this planet longer than Kong. Now Monster X is a very formidable opponent, but so is Kong. Kong could have actually killed Monster X in some occasions on this battle if done right. But Monster X is the true victor. Anyways, who do you think would have won this fight? Let me know in the comments down below. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.